Hello and welcome to the original Black's Barbecue in Lockhart, Texas, the barbecue capital of Texas. I'm Kent Black, the owner here, and I'd be happy to give y'all a tour of my business. Y'all ready? Come on in. All right, here we are. This is our hallway where our wonderful customers come in. We've got like 6 generations of customers. We've been here 93 years. And we love to put up some pictures of our family here on the wall. This is my parents, Edgar Black Jr. and Norma Black. And we've had the pleasure of governors being here, and Richards. This is my grandfather. He was county judge, and he was friends with President Johnson. Matthew McConaughey. Who doesn't know Mr. McConaughey? He's a great customer. So happy he came by to see us. Got some more family pictures. This is my parents when they got married. Wasn't that a handsome couple? Here they were a few years later, and here they were probably about in the 70s. I've been blessed with a big family. I got cousins working in the business, nephews. This is my mom and dad down here, my lovely wife. And we've been fortunate to win some awards. Most charming small town restaurant in Texas. Hey, charm's good, right? So we've been real lucky to do that. For some reason, the college I attended put me on the cover of one of their magazines. And you know, we're here a long time, Business of the Year, Businessman of the Year. I've been so blessed to be here in Lockhart since I was a kid. So y'all come on in. We're going to take a look at how we serve. It's a little different, but it's easy. We've got these beautiful sides here. You just tell us what you want. Here on the cold slides, potato salad. We got this mixed bean vegetable here, coleslaw, banana pudding. Oh my gosh, I'm dangerous around banana pudding. We got jalapenos, we got some chocolate mousse, and if you want a cold beer, come on, I gotta admit, Shiner Bock's my go-to. So we got a menu up here. Everything is sold individually, so you can get one side, no sides, and go straight to the meat. You just customize your plate however you'd like it. And then up here in just a moment, we'll show you the hot sides, and then we get to the big star where you order the meat. So we'll be there in just a moment. All right, we're coming on down to the food line here, and here we got the hot sides, same kind of deal. They're just sold individually. You can get one or none, whatever you'd like. I mean, if you like green beans, you got to try these green beans. It's my son's recipe, and then partly it's my mother's recipe. And show us some of those pinto beans. That's my mother's name is Norma Jean, and it's Norma Jean's pinto beans, and they're by far our best-selling side. My mom helped develop all of the side dishes. My dad was the meat guy, and they were married for almost 70 years. I don't know how they worked together every day. God bless them. They were happily married, and they just somehow figured it out. I mean, they'd come home at 10 o'clock at night, and then they'd write checks and pay bills. They worked so hard. So because of them, it's why we're here. So some of the sides here, you know, we got black-eyed peas, we got cream corn. Who doesn't love mashed potatoes? And how many restaurants do you get a choice of brown or white gravy? Hey, here at Black's Barbecue you do. And then we got some sweet potatoes. We would sell this around Thanksgiving when it's a traditional dish, and then we stopped selling it. People are like, where are the sweet potatoes and marshmallows? Mac and cheese, cheesy mac. Oh my gosh, one of our biggest selling items. And then this is Spanish rice back here. Rachel's Spanish rice. She and her mother worked here for 45 years. That's their grandmother's recipe. And if you eat that in a Tex-Mex place, this is so good. People love it. We got peach cobbler. Hard for me to get by here without some peach cobbler. And then we have some pecan cobbler. You got to give that a try. Cornbread. And now I need some trumpet sounding. Here we go to the big star of the show right here. Our meats And we got the best meat cutter in Texas. Manuel, give us a little salute here, a little high. There you go. And you can get whatever you want here. You just tell Manuel that, hey, I'd like 1 slice of brisket. I'd like a ring of sausage. We got giant beef ribs. You name it, we got it right here. So, Manuel, do y'all mind getting us a tray out? And we're gonna have a little meat party here. There you go. We got this butcher paper. This is very, very old school way to eat barbecue. And you can get brisket. You can get a lean slice, or you can get one that's got a little fatty on it. So, Manuel, why don't you give me like a center cut out of that big brisket, the one back there? Look at that! Look at that brisket! Oh my God! Oh, show! Oh, look at those juices coming down! Oh my gosh! Yeah, one slice of that, please. This man knows how to cut meat. I tell you, he is the best meat cutter in Texas. Look at that steam coming off of there. Yeah, that's going to work really good. And let's see, you got some jalapeno cheddar sausage? Yeah, you know, here at Black's we make our own sausage, and we got our original, and then we have the original with fresh jalapenos and cheese in it. And let me just show you this sausage real quick. Excuse my hands, but I'm going to eat this. So, oh my gosh, look at the juice in there. Manuel, let me borrow your knife for just a second. Y'all got to see this sausage. We make it right here, and it's 90% beef with just a little bit of pork in it. And look at this green jalapeno in here. Look at the yellow cheese in here. And oh my gosh. I don't know if I should feed the cameraman or what, but excuse me. I'm gonna have a bite right here. Oh my gosh. My day is complete. That's awesome. Okay, need some ribs. You got some baby backs? Yeah. That jalapeno cheese sausage, it's got a little bit of a late kick. It's not real hot at first, and then even after about 20 seconds, it's not going to be an overwhelming hot, but just a little perfect kick at the end. One of those would be fine. There you go.
There we go.
All right. And I need a half a chicken. We're going to have a meat party here. Yeah, can you cut that up for me, please? There you go. Nice. And you know, we're not here, you know, life is short. We're going to go with a giant beef rib. Giant beef rib. About 15 years ago, some customers came in. They said, "We'd like a beef rib." And I said, "I'm so sorry, we don't sell it." So then the next day, someone else came in and asked for beef rib, and say like, "You know, I'm not the smartest guy, but the customer wants something. We're going to find it." So it took me 6 weeks to find this giant beef rib. It comes off the belly of the cow, right next to the the ribs here on the stomach. And it is a great cut of meat. What do you think that one weighs? About a pound and a half? Pound and a half.
Close.
Yeah. And just look at that spread. Oh my God. Okay, now, you know what I'm going to do, don't you? Okay, this is the highlight of my day, maybe the highlight of my week. Don't tell my wife that, but right here, I just got to take a bite. Okay, y'all okay with that, guys,
yes,
ladies? Y'all good? Here we go. Oh my God. I'll probably need a napkin, but too bad. One more bite. Oh my God. It is so tender, melts in your mouth. Y'all got any napkins?
Coming up.
Coming up.
Where?
Boss man's made a mess here, but thank you so much. Woo. All right. I don't know about y'all. I'm ready to sit down, maybe have a Shiner Bock. But thank y'all so much. Everything tastes awesome. We're gonna go sit down and eat.
All right, then.
All right. Y'all have a good one. Oh, you want your knife back? And I'm gonna get some sweet tea right here. Here we go. All right, we're here in the dining room. This is the older part of Black's Barbecue. We seat about 100 here. Then we got the newer part over there, seat about 100. We got all our family pictures up on the wall. So if when y'all come by, it's kind of like a barbecue museum. We have a place to sit down and have some fun. We're gonna sit down right here. And when you come here, then you gotta, this is how it works, y'all. You come over here, get your soft drink or get your tea. Right here. I am a sweet tea guy, okay? It's kind of a Texas thing. Y'all, if y'all from Texas, you know what I'm talking about. Here we go, here's some sweet tea, freshly brewed. Oh my gosh. That is so good. All I need to go with that is a little banana pudding. We'll work on that. Come over here, get our knife, our fork, and our spoon, get some napkins. I'm gonna go to town. Here we go. Hey everybody, welcome to the original Black's Barbecue Woodyard. We're out here with, I don't know, 60 or 80 cords of wood that we age for 6 months to a year. The wood gets really dry, the flavor is better. About 60-70% of the flavor of a brisket comes from the wood. So let me show you what we got going here. This is cords of wood. Cord of wood is 2 feet wide, 4 foot tall, and then it's got all this beautiful post oak wood that we use, and it's just some beautiful wood. This is local wood. That's what makes the original Black's brisket so good. Local wood right here, and we age it for 6 months to a year. As you come on down here, you'll see some wood that's been here a little longer, like this piece right here. See how it's turned black and gray on the end? That's some great aged post oak. So whatever wood you use, think about aging it. We got all these cords on this side. We got all the cords over here, and we're in luck today. We got our wonderful wood guys delivering some local wood right here to the original Blacks. What's up? What's up, Charles?
I'm trying to figure out all this mess.
Yeah. So this is the best woodman in the whole world, Charles, right here, and he's been bringing us wood for how long?
Ooh, 15 years probably.
Back when you and I didn't have gray hair.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, so he's the best. He and his crew work so hard, and keep us in wood. So man, we appreciate you. And so they're kind of trying to straighten up all the wood here, and this is where we age our wood, and we try to keep it looking good. We love the bark. We think the bark's really important to the flavor. So, but this little piece right here, I'm not the strongest guy in the world, but this probably weighs 7 or 8 pounds. This local Texas post oak. It's what my grandfather started cooking with back when we opened in 1932, and we still cook with it today. Well, hey y'all, we're looking at some more wood. You know, I really believe wood's about 50-60% of the flavor, so you got to get the right kind of wood. We use Lockhart area post oak, and what we do different than most barbecue joints, we age our wood for 6 months to a year. Y'all know what freshly cut wood looks like. It's going to have this kind of yellow, light tan look here on the end. After 6 months to a year of aging this wood out here, just out here in the weather, it's going to turn this blackish gray. This is what you want to cook with right here. It's going to put off a much better flavor. So think about that. experiment with it with your wood and see if this makes your barbecue taste better. All right, right now, well, we're here at the very back of the Black's Barbecue barbecue joint. We're here on Church Street, the very backside where we got our woodyard, and this is one of my favorite spots. We got all these beautiful churches. That's why it's named Church Street. We got the Catholic Church right over here to the right. If you look in the distance, you can see the steeple of the First United Methodist Church. It's the church I grew up in. And then down here, we got this beautiful church on the right, the Church of Christ. We got the Episcopal Church on the left, the Baptist Church in the background. Lockhart's just a beautiful city of churches, and it's just part of who we are. Hey everybody, right now we're in front of this beautiful two-story Victorian home. This is where my grandparents lived, Edgar Black and his wife Scotty. And this is a Victorian home, and it's one of those Sears and Roebuck kit houses that was ordered. It came to Lockhart on the train in pieces, and then it was put together right here. And if you look around a lot of older communities, you can probably still find some of these Sears and Roebuck homes. And this is where I have so many beautiful memories of my grandparents. This is where my dad grew up. Growing up here on this property. We're just a half a block from the front door of Black's Barbecue, so we were not far from work at any times, and I'm so happy to own the property and continue to preserve it and enjoy it. Right now, everybody, we're here at the Northside Grocery and Market, which was my family's grocery store that we had for 50 years. We're just about 100 feet from where my grandparents lived, and so we were in the grocery store business for 50 years, and we were in the barbecue business since 1932. So I'm so happy to own this building and preserve it and keep it in our family. I've got a lot of great memories here. Here's the corner of the property right here, and you can see the signage. That's the original signage from the 1940s. The signage got covered up with some metal, and I took the metal off, and oh my gosh, there was the old signage still there after all of these years. And so we're happy to have that original signage up there right here next to Black's Barbecue. Right now, I'm in front of the original building where the original Black's Barbecue started in 1932. We were in this beautiful two-story building. 1932, we were here for 4 or 5 years. Then we moved across the street. Right now, we're just right across the street from the current location of Black's Barbecue. But this is where it all started. We got some pictures from the inside and some photos of the original pit on the side over there. But this is where we started. All right, everybody, we're here in the sausage kitchen. We make about 6,000 rings of the original Black's Barbecue a week. We make it right here from the family recipe, same recipe we've been doing since 1932. Stephen, come on up here, man. Show us what you got going here.
Okay, right here I got 100 pounds of beef trim that comes off our brisket, and then I got pork trim that comes off the pork spare ribs that also gets mixed with it. So what we're going to do is put this in the grinder and grind it out and mix it with the seasonings.
All right, well, let's get it going. So what we're putting in here right now are trimmings off of our beef brisket. So our sausage is 90% beef, 10% pork, and we use high quality briskets, the same ones we sell over the counter. So there's no leftovers or anything like this in here. So it's going to be some good stuff, right, Stephen?
That's correct.
All right, and this is a wonderful machine. It grinds it, mixes it, does everything. And I could have had a nice F350 pickup, or I could have this machine, and I picked this machine, all right? So we're gonna make some good sausage here. What's next, my friend?
All right, now we're going to grind this out.
Okay, so this is your first grind on it, right? So you got, this is like the chili grind. The pieces are a little bigger, right?
Yeah.
Right, and then we're gonna, after we mix it, then we're gonna grind it again a little finer, right?
That's correct.
And right now you're making about 100 pounds
That's correct.
sausage, yeah. And so this is gonna make about 300 rings, 325 rings of sausage.
That's right.
Ballpark, yeah.
Once we got that done, we're going to put it back into the grinder. Then we're going to remove this plate and replace it with this one where it's going to come out in the smaller holes more stringy like hamburger style.
I like your fancy tool there.
Okay. All right. Nice and snug, so it doesn't come loose. Now, I'm going to mix it with the seasonings. We've got about 4.5 pounds of seasonings here. You want to tell them what's in it, Kent?
Oh yeah, we got some flour in there. You know, we got our salt. We got our
Cured
pepper
salt.
in there, cured salt, and then we got this special kind of flour for sausage. That way it holds the meat together. So it's just some real basic ingredients.
Yep.
Nothing fancy.
All right, we'll let that mix with about 1/2 gallon of water.
Now we also sometimes make a Shiner box sausage, and so like Steve just said, you know, we'll put some water in here, but sometimes we just get Shiner box, mix it all together, and you know, quality control is very important. So somebody's got to taste that beer before we put it in here, right? Wouldn't want to ruin 300 rings of sausage. So that's my job. Somebody's got to do it.
Fill up the stuffer. So I'm going to grind it out into this bucket, and I'll do that 3 times with this. So that's top up.
All right, here we are. We got the sausage ready to stuff. This is a stuffer that we buy out of Chicago, and it's not powered with electricity. Look down here. This hose right here is a water hose going into a water line, and the beauty of this is the water pressure builds up in the bottom. There's a plate in here, and it pushes all of the stuffing out. out of this lid right here, and the meat's going to come through this pipe. We have casings on here. We're going to lay them out on this table, and we're going to show y'all how all that works. All right, we're about to get started with the casings. These are some pork casings. They come from hogs, and they make some great sausage. He's going to take them out of here, slide them on this pipe, and then we're going to start stuffing. All right, Stephen, tell us what you're doing here, man.
I'm stuffing the links to make quarter-pound rings. So when I turn this handle, it'll release about a third of a pound. And once it gets cooked, it'll get down to about a quarter pound.
Right. Yep. So, like Stephen said, each one of these are going to end up horseshoe shaped like this, and they're going to be about 5 ounces. And I think this is one of the hardest things we do because it's such a small individual serving here that we just got to get just perfect. And Stephen, when you came to work with us, did you automatically know how to stuff?
No, sir, I did not. It took lots of practice, but when you do it 40 hours a week, you learn pretty quick.
It looks real easy.
Yeah, it definitely looks a lot easier.
Now tell us about the pressure you put on the casings and how you keep it going.
Well, speed is my friend. I work with the pressure, and if I wait too long, it can just keep coming out. So my hands have to constantly be moving. And essentially, I pinch it off here, and then I'll pinch it off on the next one. So essentially, it'll make a ring just like that, and that's how it'll get tied. Okay, now the tying process can start.
All right, Anthony, you gonna show us how to tie?
Yes, sir.
How long you been doing this?
About 10 years.
Did you know how to do this the first day you came in here?
I did not.
Yeah? Did it take you a while to learn?
It took me a little while, yes, sir.
Yeah? Well, we're gonna let you rock and roll here. Is there a special kind of knot you're putting on there?
I don't know what it's called.
I think it's a Black's barbecue sausage
Black
knot.
sausage.
Yeah. Man, look at him go. Yeah, this is going to be some beautiful, beautiful sausages here. He's going to come back with his scissors and cut the string in between them. Anthony, are you the only person out here that knows how to do this?
I am not.
Yeah?
Dan knows how to do it pretty well.
Yeah. Well, this is a way of making sausage from the 1930s to 1940s. So you notice there's no giant machines making 2,000 pounds at a time. We're making them individual like this. It's really a craft sausage. It's my family's recipe, and our guests fortunately just love these. We ship these all over the United States through blacksbbq.com, and it's just a great thing that we're always going to do. What you doing now?
I cut them and I throw them over to that table over there.
Okay, you know me, I like to throw some sausage. Okay, Anthony, show them out how the pro throws them. Here we go. Okay. Ooh, I like it. All right, my turn. This is my favorite part of my job. You got to grab them up here, and then hope you hit the table. Here we go. How'd I do?
Great.
Is that all right? Oh, we got some more here. Yep. Get them over there. All right, back to the main man here. All right. Now, usually we got somebody over here sticking them, so I'll be the guy that's sticking them. Don't hit me. Come on now. Sit and do it. There you go. There you go. All right. Good job. And now you're going to stick them.
Yep.
We put them on this on this stick right here, so we can cook them.
Once they get over here onto this table, we'll put 20 rings on each stick. Once we get about 15 sticks full, that's roughly about 100 pounds, and then we can go ahead and transfer them to our cookers. And then that's where they'll cook for about 45 minutes until they reach an internal temp of 165 degrees. All right.
Here we go. Promise I'm not going to hit you. Well, yeah, I promise I won't hit you. There you go. All right. All right, guys, come on in here real quick. A little fist bump here. Thank y'all so much. Couldn't do it without you. And this is my sausage crew. Great guys.
Maybe we'll spread them out evenly for the cooking mill. You don't want them tucked in so they can cook evenly.
Then how many sticks you can put in here?
We can put up to 25 sticks.
25, 20 on a stick, so that's about 500 rings.
But usually on average we only do three sticks per arm, so 15 sticks per cooker, and that equals to 100 pounds of sausage.
So that's a little over 300 rings of sausage.
Yes. Just like that, we do that 4 more times, and then we shut it and let it cook for about 45 minutes.
Here we are, we got these fresh made, homemade Black's original sausage right here. We're gonna probably cook 350 here at a time. They'll be ready 45 minutes to an hour. Each one weighs about 5 ounces. It's our family recipe. We've been doing this forever. We make about 6,000 of these a week, and so we're gonna get them going, you know? There they go, being cooked right here. We're going to load this up even more where we get all of our meats out. Okay, y'all, here's where we get all the smoke and the heat to cook this sausage. We got this original post oak here, just grown locally here in Lockhart. We're going to get some more wood on here so we get those sausages going. And we got this beautiful fire. All right, here we go. As we continue our tour here at the original Black's Barbecue, we're coming back here to where all the magic happens, behind the cutting block here. These are some pits that my dad built in 1945 after he came back from World War II. They're shaped like a giant L. I mean, we got a firebox right here. We got that Lockhart post oak in there burning, and then the L continues down this way. It's about 15, 20 feet, and then we hit the chimney here in the corner. The chimney goes up about 25 feet above the building, and this is a big L-shaped pit. I doubt if you'll ever see one of these anywhere else inside the building. Now, let me show you the other part of the L. Right here, and look at those homemade sausages right there, almost ready. These are going to need a little more smoke. These are our original sausage. This is our jalapeno cheddar, all that we make right here at the original Black's Barbecue. Coming up here, oh my gosh, we hit the jackpot right here. We got these giant beef ribs. We got our regular baby back ribs, but you got to take a look at these. Oh my gosh. We were one of the first people in Texas, maybe in the U.S., to put these on the menu. These are plate ribs off the belly of the cow. We call them dinosaur ribs. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? This whole rack weighs about 6 pounds, and it comes off the belly of the cow right next to the ribeye steak. So it's almost steak quality, and they are so good. And then of course we got our brisket. This is what we built our company on, the briskets right here. There's only 2 briskets on a cow, and we cook them low and slow, 12, 14 hours with the post oak wood. We got our ribs. We got some beautiful golden brown chickens on here. And let's go on here down to the end of this. This pit's about 25 feet long, completes the L. And here you go, brisket, giant beef ribs. Oh my gosh, isn't that beautiful? And then we got some more brisket in the back. And then we got another firebox right here. So 2 fireboxes, a chimney in the middle, and you'll never see a pit like this before. Let me just show you real quick how it's built. This is a special kind of fire brick right here. And there's one stack of fire brick here. Here on the other side, there's another stack. My dad built this pit. Look how straight it is, the 90 degrees on it. And then he lined it with 1/4-inch steel. This is 1/4-inch steel right here. And then he has these special lids. Each one of these lids weigh about 400 pounds. Oh, they're kind of noisy. 1/4-inch steel on top. We got this airplane cable quality holding up these 400-pound counterweights in the back over here. So even I, not a super strong guy, I can lift this up with no problem and put it down. So my dad, Edgar Black Jr., designed all this. My mom, all the sides we do are hers. So it's been a family business since 1932, and we still cook the same way, just like we did back in the 1930s, right here in Lockhart, the barbecue capital of Texas. All right, we're gonna trim a raw brisket here. This is a big one. This one's probably pushing 20 pounds. Of course, you got the lean end or the flat, and you got the point up here or the fatty end. So here at the Original Black's Barbecue, we do a little bit of trimming ahead of time, because what we've learned, there's some pieces of the brisket they're going to just get burnt up anyway. So you might as well save a little bit of it. In our case, we'll cut a little bit off here of this lean end because it was just a little, wasn't quite tall enough. So odds are that's going to burn up. And this is great, kind of 50 fat, 50 lean that we can use in our sausage. So we're going to cut that off right here. We're going to come around to this corner. We like to round off the corner of the briskets so the heat doesn't get stuck on one point and kind of burn it up. So it's just an aerodynamic thing. Try to get that rounded corner right there. This need to square this up right here also. Again, some great pieces of meat. You can throw these on your pit, cook these up in about 30 minutes, or if you're making sausage, use them to make sausage. So now we got about a good ½ inch or so right here, and we're coming around to this edge here. And anything you can like feel like that and pull up, you want to go ahead and trim it off. So we just put the knife on here flat like that. Again, great little brisket bites to put on the pit. And then we're coming over this side. This is white fat. Fat is where your flavor is, so you sure don't want to cut it all out, but we're just going to kind of level it out with the top of the brisket here. You want to cut down and not get into your red meat. You want to leave that protective fat layer right there on the top. Okay, all right, something like that. Okay, so that's looking good. And then we're going to flip it around here. This is the point or the fatty end. We got a lot going on here. You got to remember the brisket is two muscles from the cow. One's going this way and one's kind of going at an angle. So the way you trim it up, the way you slice it, depends on what part of the brisket you're looking at. So we're going to come here to this lean end, the fat end, and we're going to trim this off. Again, we're trying to round it up a little bit. And look at that. Oh my gosh, isn't that beautiful? Half lean, half fatty. That's going to be perfect for our sausage we make here. So we're going to get up here and again try to round this off. And when we cook briskets, we always put this fat end towards the heat because this is where your meat's going to be most protected. We're not having to do a whole lot here. Maybe a little bit of this white fat come off here. Remember, that's where your flavor comes from. You can always trim it off later. This little piece right here, this point, we need to level that up. All right, beautiful. Rounding that off right there. And I got a little piece right there. This is the lean side. There's very little fat on this side. Now we're going to flip it over, and this is where you got this whole beautiful layer of flat, and you got this piece of the brisket. Odds are this is going to burn up, so you might as well trim this off, do something with it. Make you some chili, brisket chili. Ooh, that sounds good. We're going to come down here just a little bit to finish off the cut. Oh gosh, isn't that beautiful? Look at that. So you want to save that. And then so now we got all that kind of smoothed off. Look, got a little bit of a hump right here. So we're going to take a little bit more out of that. Odds are that's going to burn up. And look at this marbling. See those white lines in this beautiful brisket? That's the marbling, that's the fat, that gives it all the flavor. So when you're buying a brisket, you don't have to buy the super expensive briskets, but get one kind of in the middle range so you can get some nice marbling. Okay, we're going to come down here, and then we're going to round this off a little bit. Okay, there we go. And now we got to see what we got going on here. So you just rub your hand up in here like this, and you can say this is just some loose fat. So that's just going to go up and smoke. So why not trim it off, save it for something else. But just don't cut too deep into the brisket. You got this beautiful brisket you got right here. We buy from Certified Angus Beef. They're a wonderful national company. We've been buying from them since about 1979. All of their ranchers have small ranches of only about 50 head per cattle. So we're happy to be supporting those small ranchers all over Texas and all over the U.S. Certified Angus Beef. Check it out at your grocery store. Here we go with a little more right there. We're looking pretty good right now. Kind of run your hand over it. A little bit of white fat right there. Got it. Okay. I think it's time to season it. Okay. Here at the Original Black's Barbecue, we don't do anything real fancy. People used to ask my dad, well, Mr. Black, what makes your brisket so good? What do you put on it that makes it so good? And he'd say, sir, ma'am, it's not what we put on it that makes it so good. It's what we don't put it on. Because, this is a beautiful brisket. God made this this brisket, and it's if you want to enhance the flavor, not cover up the flavor with a bunch of weird stuff. So we got some salt and pepper. We're going to put this on here. Salt and pepper. We use salt and pepper, Lockhart wood. And that's our secret recipe. And then you don't want to just don't do this. Okay, we're done. No, you got to put it on there, and you got to rub it into the meat fibers. Rub it in there. Rub it with the way the fibers are going. And you get in here. If you get a little closer, you can see how these fibers of the meat will allow the salt and pepper to get all down in there. Rub it in, massage it in. Then you can put some on your hand. You don't want to forget these edges. These are an important part of your brisket. Go all the way around here. Okay. Put some in my left hand. Come around this side. Rub it in. Don't just sprinkle it. Rub it in. Okay. Here we go. Right here. You got it. And then you got to flip it back over. This is the fat side, like we said. Get it on there. You don't need a crazy amount. Just make sure you cover everything. Same thing. You're going to rub it into the fatty side, especially into the red meat. Because if you don't rub it in really good, when this brisket gets hot, it's going to start some of the juices coming out, and then your dry rub is just going to wash off. So make sure you really rub it into the brisket, the fat side, the lean side, all four sides of it. And we're ready to go right now. We cook our briskets with the fat side on top. Well, we do that because fat is your friend, and we want all this fat to soak through the brisket, let gravity pull that beautiful fatty flavor all through your brisket. We don't wrap our briskets, we don't rotate them, we just put them on there and we cook them 12, 14 hours until they're done with this Lockhart post oak. So here we go. We're going to put the fatty end towards the fire, and here we go. All right, brisket, we'll catch up with you in 12 to 14 hours. There you go. Chicken.
Brisket, sausage, and
Yeah, let me show you what one slice looks like. This is our moist or fatty brisket. Okay, there you go. And some sausage, is that what you said? Okay.
you want original or jalapeno cheese sauce? Original. And those are going to be the links. How many would you like?
Yeah, here.
Three? All right.
Sure.
And then anything else I can get for y'all today? We got chicken, turkey, ribs. Or chicken, turkey. Yeah. Ribs and ribs? And beef ribs.
Yeah, beef ribs.
All right. And those are usually going to be between a pound and 2 pounds.
Yeah, these are really, really big.
Just over a pound?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. We're going to share it. So,
Okay, how many would you like, sir?
2. Yes.
2? Okay. All right. How does that look?
Welcome up, sir. What can we do for you?
Yeah,
Get 2 slices of moist, please.
sure.
1 normal length.
Sounds good.
And then do
Well, everybody, we've come to the end of the tour here at the original Black's Barbecue in Lockhart, Texas. And how do you finish any tour at a barbecue joint? You get to eat. So I sure hope to see y'all in Lockhart if you ever get here in Central Texas area. And if you've been here before, thank you for being our guest. And I'm going to work on this beef rib right here. And y'all come see us. God bless y'all. Thanks. Oh, man.